Welcome to Studio Sherlock Yoga. I'm Bea, the Sherlock in the studio, and your teacher for today's practice. I apologise for these corded headphones. I think I've misplaced my AirPods, probably in a shoe somewhere. But in this 25-minute practice, we'll open our heart to allow our minds to guide our bodies through our comfort zones with kindness and compassion. We'll flow through an engaging, dynamic series and a couple of challenging backbends. Often in our daily practice, we can lean into the classes that we like more than the ones that we need. And today's practice will see us opening our hearts to those postures that create a little bit of challenge in order to find balance and build on our courage from the very action of doing. By default, we seek that which is pleasurable. Challenge yourself today in this practice to reach beyond the comfort zone. Do one more breath in the posture that challenges you the most, and witness as the realization of your own capabilities builds confidence and cultivates courage. Let's meet on the mat. Let's begin by connecting the breath to the body, drawing ourselves to the present moment. From a comfortable seat, find extension through the spine as you draw up through the crown. Place the right hand over the heart, the left at the navel. Begin to observe as the belly expands on the inhale, spilling into the chest. The chest releases on the exhale, followed by the navel drawing to the spine. Take a few moments here. Become familiar with the rhythm of your own individual breath in motion. Inhaling deep into the pelvic floor. Following that breath, past the navel into the chest. Exhale as you release, navel comes to spine, gentle contraction of the pelvic floor. Rolling over to all fours now, draw the buttocks to the heels as you sweep back into child's pose, Balasana. Narrow legs, arms by the side, release the forehead to the mat. Inhale, retain the breath in the seat here. The exhale is guided by a gentle contraction of the pelvic floor. Navel comes to the spine. Check in with your body, with your breath. Begin to experience a sense of grounding. Inhale, breath remains in the seat. Exhale, gentle contraction of the pelvic floor. Coming up onto your knees, shoulders over wrists, rising into a tabletop position. Tuck the toes, and as you inhale, spread through the fingertips and raise the tail to the sky. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. Exhale, and if it feels good to you here, walk it out. Explore any movement your body guides you through. Maybe there's a swing of the hips as you feel into and create space through the gluteus medius and minimus. Maybe you'd like to bend your knees one at a time. Feel into this downward facing dog. Just explore. Inhale, breath blossoms from the base of the spine, traveling all the way into the collarbone, broadening the chest. Shoulders release away from the ears. Exhale, draw the navel to spine, find strength in that core. Slight pelvic contraction. And in our stillness, in this downward dog, knit the ribs, tilt the tail toward the floor. Full Agni Raj breath. Inhale, breath blossoms from the seat of the spine into the collarbone. Exhale, slight pelvic contraction as the breath draws the navel to spine. Coming into a little bit of a dynamic movement here, we'll be moving from downward facing dog into plank in a wave-like motion. So as we inhale, wave the body forward, coming into plank, shoulders over wrists, core engaged to support the lower back. Exhale, core remains engaged, sweep the tail back to the sky, downward dog. Inhale, wave the body forward, coming into plank, whole body activation. Exhale, knit the ribs, tail to sky, downward dog. Building a little internal fire here. Inhale, wave it forward. Breathe into the fire. Exhale, draw the elbows to sides, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, pulling through the palms, lift the chest, thighs away from the mat, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Let's hang out here for a few breaths. Exhale, draw the navel to spine, slight contraction of the pelvic floor. Breathe in, shoulder blades melt down the back, knit the ribs. Breathe out, draw the navel to spine. And as we inhale, the breath blossoms from the seat of the spine. Exhale, use the breath to support the pose. Gentle contraction of the pelvic floor. Exhale, tucking the tail, raising the tail to the sky, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Last wave into plank here. Inhale, wave it forward. Hold it here for one full breath. Exhale, navel to spine. Inhale, breathe into the fire. Exhale, draw the elbows to the sides, lower down, chaturanga. Release the belly to the earth. Coming into Ekapada Dhanurasana, one-legged bow pose here. This is a great posture to build strength in the legs and the back and generate some energy. Take an inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades back. Begin to lift your chest and head. As you exhale, ground down through the left leg and bend your right knee. Using the core muscles and glutes, raise the right leg off the floor. Sweep the arms back, grab the right ankle, and find length through the spine as you reach through the crown of the head, while lengthening the right leg in the left. Breathe in, use the breath to fortify the pose. Breathe out, gentle contraction of the pelvic floor. Inhale, use the breath to find length. And exhale, lift a little more if you can. Good. Release the grip on the leg, lowering to the earth. Gently surrender the chest as well. Come to rest the head on your hands. Take a moment. Observe any sensations. Recognize any difference in each side of the body here as we rest in crocodile pose. Beautiful. On your next inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades back. Begin to lift your chest and head again. As you exhale, ground down through the right leg and bend your left knee. Using the core muscles and the glutes, raise the left leg off the floor. Sweep the arms back, grasp the left ankle. Find length through the spine as you reach through the crown of the head, and while lengthening the right leg in the left. The left leg. Left and right. Breathe in here. Use the breath to fortify the pose. Breathe out. Gentle contraction of the pelvic floor. Inhale, using the breath to find length. Exhale, lift a little more if you can. One more inhale. Good. Exhale, release the grip on the leg, lowering it to the earth. Surrendering the chest as well. Coming to rest your head and hands. Take a moment. Observe any sensations. Recognize any differences in each side of your body. Wonderful. Push up through the palms of the hands. Draw the tail back to your heels. Child's pose. Inhale, raise the tail a little to the sky. Come up on the fingertips. Find strength through the shoulders. And as you exhale, gentle engagement through the core, the shoulders, and the biceps. Come in a raised, extended child's pose here. So as we inhale, there's a slight release of the heart to the earth. And as you exhale, find the beginnings of your inner wild, a beautiful opening of the heart. Inhale, chest finds expansion. And on the exhale, opening the heart a little more as it releases closer to the earth. One more breath here. Tucking the toes. Inhale, raising the tail to the sky, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, step the feet between the hands, forward fold. Hang the head and neck. Inhale, drop the hands, guide the hands overhead, knit the ribs, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, draw the hands to heart, Samastiti. Inhale, drop the hands, guide them overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, followed by pelvic contraction, navel to thighs, Uttanasana. As we inhale, hands come to shins, finding a flat back. Exhale, step or hop back, whole body activation, Chaturanga. Inhale, push through the palms, lift the chest, thighs away from the mat, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, navel draws to spine. Hold onto this posture for 3 breaths. Breathing in, allow the shoulders to melt down the back. Full deep breath from the base of the spine to the collarbone. Breathe out. Gentle contraction of the pelvic floor. Last inhale here. Good. On the next exhale, spread the fingertips wide, raise the tail to sky, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, wave the body forward, shoulders over wrists. Take an inhale here, whole body activation. Exhale, draw the elbows to the sides, lower down, Chaturanga. One inhale here. Good work. Exhale, lowering the belly to the earth. Nice. As we prepare ourselves for Dhanurasana, complete bow pose, bend the knees, flex the feet for knee stabilization here. Sweep the arms around the back, grasp the outside of the ankles. If you have any knee, ankle, or low back injuries, or your hands don't quite meet the ankles, you can use a strap or a towel here. And of course, if Dhanurasana is not in your practice, the alternative is to roll over to your back and come into a bridge pose whilst we do Dhanurasana. So engaging the abdominals, rotate the pelvis toward the mat and send the tail toward the knees. Knees remain hip width apart throughout this posture. As we inhale, push the ankles into the hands or the strap and the shins move away from the glutes. This draws the shoulders back and the chest and the thighs lift. And if your flexibility doesn't quite allow, leave the forehead on the mat. Feel the opening through the shoulders. And as we exhale, find strength in the body. Use the breath to guide the posture. Inhale, blossoming from the base of the spine, reaching to the collarbones. Exhale with a slow and controlled release of the breath. Gently contract the pelvic floor. Inhale, lifting with the legs. Arms are just a support here. Exhale, pressing the sacrum and hips into the earth. Breathe here, lengthening the neck. Spread the collarbones. Breathe. Witness as you work through your comfort zone. Find your courage. A couple more breaths here. Step into your power. Good. Gently release the lift of the legs. Release the chest to the earth and let go of the ankles. Guide your way into Makarasana, crocodile pose. Draw the feet to be slightly wider than hips width. Toes point inward to release tension in the lower back. Draw the elbows in line with the shoulders, one palm stacked on the back of the other, or you can fold the forearms in front of your chest. Rest your forehead on the hands or forearms. Relax the belly into the earth. Inhale. Notice the breath and its movement through the body. Exhale. Recognize the release. Take this moment to connect to the breath. Feel into each space within the body. Notice how the breath feels when expanding into the belly, in the chest. Witness any thoughts, any memories that might arise here. Just as the crocodile drags its prey into the depths, use your breath here to release into the opposite realm of the strength you just achieved in bow pose. Surrender. Gently rising, turn over to find a seated position. Coming into Marichyasana 3, we're doing an open twist to open the heart. Come to a seated position. Draw the right heel to the sit bone. Extend the left leg, foot flexed. Inhale, reach up through the crown. And as you exhale, rotate the torso to the left, making this an open twist rather than a restrictive closed one. So the right elbow is on the inside of the right knee for leverage, and the left hand's tented slightly behind. Breathe in, finding length through the spine. Breathe out, navel to spine, opening the heart to the world. Notice any sensations throughout the body, any areas of dis-ease. Often we perform twists in the restricting manner, in the closed method. When reversing the twist to be open, it might feel a little uncomfortable at first, like you're kind of exposing yourself. Breathe here and find a sense of comfort in being open to what the world has to offer. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale, release out of the twist. Extend the right leg to the top of the mat. Draw the left heel to the sit bone. Extending the right leg. We've done that already. Foot flexed. Inhale. Reach up through the crown. As you exhale, rotate the torso to the right. Opening up to the right side this time. Left elbow on the inside of the left knee. Right hand tented slightly behind. Breathe in, finding length through the spine. Breathe out. Navel comes to the spine, opening the heart to the world. Observe as the twist draws any discomfort to your awareness. Breathe into and beyond your comfort zone, opening the heart to the world. Taking that tiny risk in shining your soul, being open to change and brief discomfort in order to receive. One last inhale here into the base of the spine. And as you exhale, release out of the twist. Extend the left leg to the top of the mat. Lower the back to the earth. Draw the knees to the chest, Apanasana. Keep the focus of the breath in the pelvis. Inhale, allowing the breath to expand the pelvic floor. Exhale, slight contraction of the pelvic muscles. Notice the lower abdominals drawing toward the spine. Breath remains here. Apana means the air that moves away, and it governs the outward flow of our energy. It regulates the release of our energy from the physical to the mental and the emotional. Apana helps us regulate release. Breathe here. Give yourself permission to release and let go. Inhale remains in the seat. Exhale, pelvic contraction, low abdominals to the spine. Good. Gently release the knees, extend the legs out long. Allow the feet to fall to the sides. Draw the arms away from the body. Create space for the pits to breathe. Tuck the shoulders under the chest to aid in a slight tilt of the neck, drawing the chin away from the chest. Observe the natural curve of the spine. Begin to observe the breath. Release the urge to control it. Witness as the chest rises and falls. The belly expands and deflates. Scan the body. Notice any pockets of tension. Give yourself permission to release, to let go. Soften any muscles. The whole body released, melting into the earth, letting go. As we release and let go on the mat, as we become still, witness a sense of comfortability in a world of discomfort. Feel that sense of courage. Relax. Breathe into the stillness of the mind and body. Drawing your attention back to your breath. Pause any thought or judgment. Allow a sense of acceptance to roll over you. A beautiful moment of peace. Here is the moment I invite you to stay in Shavasana for as long as you may need. If you do need to emerge and revisit the world, we'll start by moving the fingertips, wriggling the toes, rocking the head and neck. Now gently roll to one side and briefly observe. Slowly make your way to a comfortable seat. We'll end the practice as we started, with our breath. Breathe in, sweep the arms overhead, draw the palms together. Breathe out, guiding the hands to heart center. Take a brief moment here. Breathe into the base of the spine. Find acceptance. Breathe out. Release the navel to spine. Slight contraction of the pelvic floor. Find courage. As the day passes, find a way to step out of your comfort zones and another way to step into your courage. In honor of all that you are. Namaste. Thank you for joining me, the Sherlock, in the studio today. Go ahead and tap that like button if you found value in this video. From today's practice, I encourage you to feel into those moments of discomfort and notice how you can choose to step into internal powerhouse of responses. Step into your own courage. I would be so grateful if you would click on that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I think you will be too once you hit the notification bell so that you receive the new practices and meditations as they're uploaded. Wednesday's practice is just around the corner. Until then, keep being the magic in this world from your space at your own pace. Namaste. Twice. I had to do this twice. Oh my gosh. Make sure you press the record button. Make sure you press the record button.